Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talking a little bit about some WWE 2K19 and my ways to improve the My Career Mode. In my way, I like to call it how to fix the My Career Mode. So, not gonna waste your time. Let's get right into it. In the NBA 2K series, there's almost a cutscene after every game you play. In a wrestling game, it's almost a must to have a plethora of cutscenes in the game to keep storylines fun and interesting. For example, in WWE 2K18, when you get fired from Monday Night Raw, your first match on SmackDown Live is against Dolph Ziggler, and as soon as the bell rings, there's an awesome cutscene of Dolph Ziggler rolling you up to win the match for the 1-2-3, eventually setting up a best of 5 series down the line. Now, in my opinion, that was a great way to build up a rivalry going into the next pay-per-view. Small cutscenes like those make sense and gives me a reason to want to fight this person like in this rivalry rather than randomly calling out somebody to get into a rivalry with them. So what I mean by less predictability is with the matches, and then I'll explain that. In 2K18, if you're in the Money in the Bank ladder match, it'll actually tell you that you have to win the match to even move on with your career. And me personally, I don't really like that too much. If I don't win the match, then there should be an alternate storyline. If I win the Money in the Bank briefcase, then I just move on. I win the briefcase. I get to cash in whenever. But if I lose, then, I lose and just move on with my career. But being told I have to win the match kind of takes the excitement out of the experience of playing the career mode if I know I'm just going to be winning. Also, say if you repeatedly keep losing the Money in the Bank ladder match because you didn't get one objective, it will only make the player more angry because they can't get past that one match and that one objective. In my opinion, WWE 2K18's My Career story was great. We had great storylines, including the failing the Money in the Bank briefcase cash-in, getting fired and moving to SmackDown, and a couple more, but it could have been longer. After your first WrestleMania match, the story ends and there's nothing left for you to do. Granted, it's better to have a short and great story rather than a long and drawn out story, but the game just left me wanting more, which is not entirely bad, but I just felt that I didn't do enough in my career yet. I didn't get a shot for some titles like the Intercontinental Championships or the Raw Tag Team titles or even the SmackDown Tag titles, and I didn't really get to face a lot of superstars. Now, hopefully that changes in WWE 2K19. In every WWE My Career, there are 4 weeks of nothing but matches back to back. In the actual WWE, there are backstage segments with the GM, there are contract signings, there's other stuff to do than just wrestling. Here's a thought. Maybe one month you have 4 weeks of matches, then another month you maybe say have 3 matches, then a contract signing, or going on one of WWE talk shows like Miz TV or the highlight reel, something else rather than just wrestling the same guys over and over again. It would be a great way to add more detail and substance to the My Career Mode. In past WWE games, you would use VC to level up your character, and in WWE 2K18, to get new moves, you had to get them out of loot cases, which I'm not really a fan of. Instead, we should have the option to go to the Performance Center and learn new moves from training with different WWE superstars. Say you train with Ty Dillinger and maybe you get some of his move sets. That would be really cool in my opinion. And to level up your character, you would go to the Performance Center, maybe lift some weights to increase your strength or run laps to increase your speed and stamina. Small things like that can make people play the career mode longer because of how much more there is to do than just having matches all the time. In WWE 2K16, after your long, storied career, you had the option to retire and be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame ceremony had Triple H speaking about how great of a career you've had while your accomplishments would come up on the side. And I can't think of a better way to end a My Career Mode. It truly feels like an ending rather than the player leaving the career mode because there's nothing left to do. That's how a real WWE superstar ends their career, with the Hall of Fame ceremony, and it would be great to see that return in WWE 2K19. In my opinion, I think we're in the right direction of having a great WWE career mode. 2K18 was far better than 2K17, and 2K16 was better than 2K15. So it just seems, or 2K17 was like, eh. So we're moving in the right step, and having the opportunity to go to some of the WWE 2K playtests and being able to talk to some of the guys that work at 2K, they really want to make the best game they can, hopefully sooner rather than later. But I'm excited to see what will happen in 2K19's career mode. Let me know if you guys agreed with my list. Let me know if you agreed with what I had to say. Leave in the comments below what you think 2K should add into my career mode to make it a little better. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Go hamburger on that like button. I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces.